I'm Phil Wainewright, and I've been keeping a close watch on the evolution of software as a service and cloud since about the mid-1990s. I currently write for the tech media site Diginomica, and I also work with vendors to help organisations understand how to get the best out of cloud computing. So it was around about 2005 I came up with the phrase SOSaaS, which stands for Same Old Software as a Service, because what I saw was that vendors were taking their existing software and just putting it into the cloud and calling it SaaS without actually changing it at all. And they were saying they had a cloud app when patently they didn't. Because you see, it's more than just a relocation exercise. You have to rebuild the software from the ground up to really take advantage of the cloud computing model. The thing is, you can't just move a traditional client-server application to the cloud, because putting it onto the cloud doesn't automatically magically turn it into a cloud application. On the inside, it's still a client-server application, and therefore it breaks all the rules for cloud computing. If you look at, there's an American organisation, a government organisation called NIST, which has got a very broadly accepted definition of cloud computing, and it talks about things like resource sharing and elasticity, which are really crucial and core to the notion of cloud computing. And a client-server application that is just ported into the cloud but not changed internally is a fake cloud, and it's very wasteful of resources. It doesn't give you any of the cloud benefits. So in the industry, we've come up with this term cloud washing, which is presenting as something as cloud when it's not. And to be honest, I'm quite amazed that we still have these really antique client-server architectures, Windows client-server applications being presented as cloud applications, and every single user session has to have its own complete Windows application running in the cloud to deliver this as a virtualized desktop from a cloud infrastructure. They're not even running a proper web browser client. So I've seen tests where these Windows client architectures are using up 50 times as much resource in the server to run each of these Windows client sessions than you would need for a proper cloud browser-based client. So you're really not getting any of the benefit of the cloud application by using this kind of fix for the old Windows client style of architecture. So what should buyers be looking for in a cloud application? Well, one of the key things is that you need to be pooling resources all the way up through the application, not just the underlying infrastructure, but also the application server and every other component. That's what true cloud is, and that's what the NIST definition says. Anything else simply isn't compliant to the cloud concept. And a key word is multi-tenancy, which means that everybody is running on the same pooled resource stack. Their data is still secure, so everyone has their own separate private login, but they're getting the full benefit of the resource pool. So a web-based application with multi-tenancy design is the minimum you should look for in the product if you want a true cloud deployment in your solution. So what are the advantages of SaaS over SOSaaS for the end user? Well, it's not just about saving money. The difference between true and fake cloud is that we're talking about a completely new generation of computing. It's not the old styles of computing at all. The difference is as big a jump as from the old analog mobile phones to the digital phones, the smartphones that we use today, or the jump from the old CRT tube TVs to modern flat screen LED TVs. It really is a completely new generation, one that's a lot greener, a lot more efficient, that's got huge benefits of agility and networking. The thing is that with everyone's on the same software, it's much easier to keep everyone up to date with the latest functionality, and that's really important with technology moving so fast, especially in the mobile sphere. And then it's much easier for the community to share innovations on this same pooled platform and develop enhancements, and so it's very much about this whole networked economy that we're moving into. This is very much the next generation of computing. We have to leave the client-server age behind and get properly geared up for the future of computing and these cloud-native applications that will actually take us there.